What's up, guys? David from Pro Duo Flippers. Today I just wanted to shoot a video about kind of showing you our basement setup that we have. We have 1,200 square feet that we use just for selling on eBay. Both my wife and I sell full-time on eBay. That's all we do for our income. We bought this house with the basement in mind as being solely used for eBay. So like I said, it's a 1,200 square foot basement, slightly bigger than that. And then we do have some of the garage that we use. I'd say half or more of the garage is used for our business as well. So I just wanted to show you a tour of what we got going on. It's been a while since I've done a tour. We've been in this house for a little over 2 years now. We've grown our listings from, I think we were probably at about 1,100 or so when we bought this house, and we are now at 2,900. That's individual listings. So if you look at our total listings, like with multiple quantities, we are at about 4,000 items that we have listed, not to mention the amount of items that we have unlisted, which I have no idea how many it is. I would say hundreds, if not close to 1,000 maybe, if you get out into the garage. So I'm going to show you a tour. I always think like, oh, once I have this place cleaned up, I'll give a tour. Nope, not going to do it. This place gets very messy. It gets cleaned up, but it never gets to be where I want it to be or where it should be probably. That's mostly on me. I bring a lot of stuff down here and then I get indecisive about what I want to do with it and it starts piling up. So anyway, let's just get to it. I'm going to show you a tour. Like I said, it's a mess. We are revamping our inventory somewhat too, so it's not exactly where we want to be, but I'm thinking it's probably going to take us at least a couple months to get this really where we want it to be. So in the meantime, we have to keep throwing up listings, right? That's our main goal. We have to do that so that we can have that income coming in to pay all our bills. And so anyway, let's just start with the tour and I'll show you what we got going on down here. All right, I'll try to see how quickly I can do this. I'll just kind of explain the areas and the messes and what we got going on down here. So this corner here usually just gets a bunch of catch-all for stuff that's going to be we're going to get rid of, or anyway, miscellaneous stuff. So this might be stuff that's going to be redonated back to thrift stores or go to auctions or something other than selling online. Then we have this hallway space here with a couple closets. This stuff here is mostly on Amazon. There's a couple things here on eBay that are out here in this location also. Have some stuff up there on eBay. Up there on eBay. All this stuff's on eBay. Same with here. We got kind of a car category here. So car parts and stuff like that here. As well as right here. And then we've got some electronics here. We got some bulbs there. We got some media here. It looks like VHS and DVDs here mostly. So that's the hallway section. I'll take you to this room over here, which is a lot of our listed inventory. We just revamped this so that we have our jeans and shoes are no longer in totes. So our pants and shoes are no longer in totes. So we have all these pants here. We went to the clothespin method of inventory, so we just have that number in our listing for each item. And then we also have, for shoes, we just use a individual shelf location, H16, H17, etc. We have all those shoes, and then we have more rows of shoes going over here. And then we do have some space here where we have some China type stuff. All these bags and totes here. And this closet is stuff that's out of season. That it's basically winter stuff. That's going to end up going into our garage, but we have to make some room in there. And I'll show you that later in this video, our garage. All right, so this is our main work area here. We have this bigger room. We have our photo station here, which we are probably this weekend going to be doing some work on. We have been taking our pictures this way. We are going to replace this here with something newer that doesn't have a texture, and that is hopefully a little bit wider. And we are going to start taking our pictures this way. We're going to have a backdrop on that wall, and then we're actually going to have sides over here too. So I'll have to do a video on that once I get that done, but we are just in search of getting a little bit better quality photos. So here we just have some miscellaneous stuff waiting to be listed or pictured. Some of this is multiple quantities that we have the same of other stuff already listed. And then we just have our supplies there for cleaning up stuff. We have this chair here that we used to use when we were drafting or listing, but we don't do so much on our phone anymore, so it doesn't get much use, but it's very comfortable and makes you want to take a nap. We have these totes here are full of stuff waiting to be taken pictures of, taking photos. And then here we have this mess of catch-all of boxes, basically. Some of it just needs to be recycled, and some of it are decent boxes to use. And then this is the biggest mess, which is basically my area. Melissa usually does her work over here with the photo station and stuff, doing drafts or doing inventory stuff. But so a lot of stuff that just got brought down here, and for whatever reason I didn't get listed, and it needs further decisions to be made. This table was so nice when it was clear off for shipping, but it tends to get this way, and then I clean it up. But anyway, we've got our computer here where we do shipping and where I do my listing and all my shipping. I have all my shipping supplies. It's really one of the better organized things I have. It's pretty much everything is right within hand. So I don't have to get up to go find a box or a bubble mailer, or down here I've got different size poly mailers and whatever, but just a lot of clutter everywhere. And so this is a before video, so hopefully next time I take this, get all the extra stuff out of here and cleaned up. But this is what happens when you become a bigger reseller and you're maybe a procrastinator like me. Anyway, we have this shelf area, this hallway area that also has some shelves in it. All that stuff's listed. I don't think anything on that shelf is listed. On that shelf's all listed. Same with these things. That's all listed. But like this shelf is kind of a catch-all for some junk. Then we have this room, which is, I guess, one of 3 of our main rooms for inventory now. This one is fairly organized. However, we have gone in and put shelf numbers for all these different shelves, but most of this inventory is not inventoried in our listings. So that'll be something we're doing over time, is everything in here will have an individual shelf location. But right now it's kind of divided up by category, so we can still find it fairly easily. And then we have this closet here, which has some more space for some of our listed stuff. Yeah, like I said, everything in this room is listed unless it's fallen off of eBay, which I think that there probably is a chance. I'll just walk you around the circle here. You can kind of see how much stuff we have. So this is like our miscellaneous room. I go over to this room here, and this is where we have clothing, hats, and basically books, and not much else. So I'll start with the books. We have all these books here. And again, we've gone in and put in shelf locations for these, just for the whole shelf, just because we want to be able to rearrange the books. So if I sell a book, I know it's somewhere on this shelf, but that's not perfect yet, but it's getting better. So we have all these books. We have more books back there in this built-in shelf, here on this shelf, and then these couple of shelves here. This shelf here is kind of a work in progress. We're going to be moving some different stuff here. And then we have our Tote System, which is kind of, we have a lot of them pulled down right now, but basically this whole wall is full with our tote locations for clothing. And we got a few more down there. We're kind of going through and redoing some stuff, so that's why it's kind of disorganized. But again, I wanted to show what it, kind of a real look of what it looks like sometimes when you've got a business in your home. All these boxes here are hats. We sell a lot of hats. We have a couple hundred listed probably. So that's the hats. And so that's basically it. I will also go ahead and show you what our garage looks like. That's coming up right now. All right, so here's our garage. It's more of a mess than it has been recently because we just recently pulled our bikes out so we could start mountain biking. And then we had some stuff get added to this garage into this bay where Melissa has been parking. I've been pretty good about at least keeping this one bay cleared out so she could park in here. It is a 3-car garage, and we usually have 1 car in here. I would love to get the other bay cleared out so that I could park in here too. But here's just a pile of stuff that needs to go downstairs. It's bought at thrift stores and maybe auctions. Same thing here. So this will get cleared out fast. What else we got? This is just personal stuff over here. This is more auction stuff. Some of this will need to be gone through and got rid of because I buy stuff in lots at the auctions. and it needs to get sorted. So basically everything on these shelves is unlisted inventory, with the exception of these neater looking shelves here. 1, 2, 3, 4 of them. Those 4 are actually listed inventory that we have brought out to the garage. So we do have that. That's actually organized, but you can see we have a lot of stuff, ski boots and stuff like snowboarding boots that are going to be waiting for next winter, and just a lot of other stuff to go through. And so it's a big mess, but good news is I could stop sourcing for 2-3 months and I would still have stuff to sell. So I'll take you around here. You can kind of see how much more stuff I have. So this is a whole another bay. All these shelves are kind of full of stuff, boxes of stuff. Some of it's good, some of it's not so good. But basically we have a ton of stuff. And I will say that, you know, if money ever gets tight, I'm probably going to make a video very soon about how slow things are for reselling right now and for eBay for us. I could basically stop sourcing and make it a lot easier for us financially for a few months, because I won't be spending any money sourcing. So anyway, this is all our personal stuff. We got tools back there. We got some empty boxes stacked up there. Basically a lot of stuff. That is our garage, and hopefully it's going to get cleared out, and then our next video I make will be much better. All right, so that's it. That's the tour. You saw what our basement looks like. You saw what our garage looks like. I'm sure that it's probably messier and more full than most of yours is. Like I said, we do this on a pretty big scale. We sold about $200,000 worth of merchandise last year, I guess, and we were hoping to get to 240 this year. I don't know if it's going to happen, but like I said, I'll be making a video soon about how things are going financially, or as far as how much is selling or not selling. Probably my next video. But anyway, like I said, big mess. I'm sure that some of you can relate to some of it. It's easy for it to happen. You know, you really need to stay on the ball with everything. If you touch something once, it really needs to be the last time you touch it. So what I really should be doing is, whatever I bring down here, we should be photographing it, drafting it, listing it, and getting it on it, you know, the shelf as inventory right away. If there's something I'm not sure about, I need to make a decision right then rather than put it aside for later, because it all just piles up and I try to, you know, get to the stuff that's easier to do, but it's probably not the best way to do it. Anyway, we are in the progress of revamping our inventory, and things are going to be looking a lot better down here. It'll be a lot faster to be able to pull our inventory and things like that. And hopefully the whole goal is that so we can be able to do things faster and get more listings up and make more money, and or slash spend less time working, right? So I think we're pretty good about spending less time working. You know, we do spend a lot of time doing other things during the days. Sometimes we go play tennis, or we take some time off to do whatever. If the kids have some things going on, we go watch them at school or whatever. But anyway, let me know what you guys think about this, about how crazy it is, or if you think it's just normal, or if yours looks worse, or whatever. I'm curious to see what everybody else has got going on too. But this is our setup. This is what it looks like after 2 years, after probably more than doubling our listings and stuff. So it'll be interesting to see what the future brings, because we are starting to run out of space. But clearly we can be a little more organized and fit some more stuff down here. I thought that by now we would be at the peak of where we were going to be listings wise, and we wouldn't need to do any more, but I no longer think that. So we are approaching 3,000, and I'm thinking, I don't even know, maybe 4,000 is where we need to be. And maybe once I get to 4,000, I'm going to be thinking we need to get to 5,000 listings. I don't know. We'll see. But anyway, if you have any questions or comments, leave them below. I read all your comments. I'll answer any questions you guys have. Like, share, subscribe. Really helps me, motivate me to keep making these videos. I want to keep doing more this year. I've made a few already, but never quite as many as I want to. So anyway, thanks for watching, guys.